Hey collectors, welcome back to Pistachio Cards and Collectibles. Today is a really exciting video. Like this video, leave a comment, it goes a long way. Go ahead and hit that notification bell so that way you guys know exactly when my next video is coming out and released. Till then guys, we're gonna go ahead and open up this PSA submission. I'm so excited, it's been so long. The time has finally arrived. Okay collectors, it's finally time to open up the package. I'm so excited. I have to take a deep breath because it has been so long since I've had these cards back in my hands. Some of these cards are from when I first started collecting Pokemon cards. Some of them are more recent, but I haven't had them in my hands for over 2 years, so I'm very excited to see what my PSA submitted cards come back as. So, without further ado, we're going to take the handy dandy safety scissors here, and we'll see what we end up getting. It's a pretty heavy box for what it's worth. So I'm kind of excited to see what we end up getting. There we go. Perfect. Alright guys, it's going to be a mystery for everybody here. I'm really excited. I do know one of the grades, but that is it. One of the grades. I don't know how they're going to come out here. Ah, yes. Very nice. So, has like my last name in there. Nicely sealed still with this. I really like that. That looks good. I'll just set this here. You can tell because I had someone make sure that it was all good. It's right there. And I should have a second box from PSA as well. I have to dump it out of this one. Boom. There we go. Very excited about this one as well. Hopefully it's something really awesome. This one is nicely sealed as well. Looks good. Like I said, they should have went in just to make sure. We're going to go ahead. I'm going to do this bottom one first. It looks like there may have been some tape or some rubbing against the top one. That's fine as well. But let's go ahead and open up box number one. I'm very excited. There's some really awesome cards that mean a lot to me in here. So we'll have to see which box this one is. There we go. Oh, that looks wonderful. This is exciting. Guys, let me know in the comments what your favorite graded card is. Once we display them all, you guys have to let me know what your favorite graded card is. Now, how I'm going to do it, I'm just going to stick the box right here. We're going to pull them out one by one, and I'll keep this box right over here. I'll keep this off to the side there. Hopefully, there's some really good ones in there as well. Hopefully, I don't know what order they put them in, so we'll have to find out. Start with the first one here. Assuming I can get it out nicely. I'm so excited, guys. I'm getting nervous. All right, let's take a look here. So we're seeing the back. We're going to do a nice uncover here. I'm going to keep it right about here for you guys to see. We're going to cover the grade and look at the card. Hopefully we get some good ones. Which one is this one? Okay, this is the one that I know. Very nice. Right there, we have an 8. So we have a base set Blastoise Holo from way back in 1999. It is an 8. I think that is exactly where I thought it was going to go. For being that old, looks really good. I'm very happy with it. Great start. This is the one that I knew the grade of. So all the rest, these are a mystery. I don't know what order they're in. So hopefully we get some really awesome cards here. Let's keep rolling here. Number 2 out of, I think it's what, 42, 43 cards, maybe 41. So, let's see what we got here. Oh, this is my Dark Blastoise from the original Team Rocket series. Very cool. Looks good. It's nice to see it in person again. So let's see what we get. A 7. That's fine by me. So we got a 7. Looking at it here, I really like it because the holo foil was really good. Knowing that the centering was definitely a little off on this, but I thought maybe that would take it down to like a 9 or something. So maybe there's some edging somewhere on this, but we will certainly take a 7. We'll definitely take a 7. So there's some Blastoise right there for all the people that love Blastoise. Let's see what's next here. Oh, we have Dark Dragonite, again from the Team Rocket series. Again, we have it. Let's see what we get here. I'm hoping, let's kind of take a guess here. I'm going to say, I thought this one was pretty good as well. I'm going to say 7 or 8. I'll go low to start with. I'll go 7. 6. So we got a listen, that's not too bad. We'll take a 6 on there. I believe this one did have a little hollow scratching, but it does look so good. So we'll take a 6 on it for sure. I'm very happy with that. You guys let me know if you like these cards. Again, make sure you leave a comment on your favorite card by the end. Let's do this next one here. Oh, kind of an interesting one that I had. It is a Magneton Aquapolis card. Magneton Aquapolis. Really awesome, honestly. There we go. I'm hoping, this looked really good. I'm hoping for an 8. Anything more than that, I'd be surprised, but we'll say an 8. Wish me good luck. We've got an 8. All right, good guess on my part. We'll take the 8. That's exactly what I thought we were going to get. An 8 Magneton reverse foil. Looks really good. Thought it always had a nice shine to it. So no disappointment there. We'll take that as well. Now I'm starting to get a nice little stack off to the side. Let's keep going. I haven't seen these in so long. It's kind of a surprise to see all of these back. It really is taking me a second to adjust. So let's see what we get in this one. We have our Chandelure. Chandelure from Next Destiny. So not a super old card, but still probably in what, the early like 2010s-ish, somewhere around there, 2013, 14, 15, 16. Oh, it even says 2020, 2012. Very nice. So let's see what we get. We get a 9. Okay, I'm happy with a 9 out of 10 on that one. Really like it. The secret rare Chandelure from Black and White Next Destinies. We'll take mint on that. So it's our first 9. It's the highest grade we've gotten. Really happy about that. If we were surprised and got a 10, that would have been really sweet. But that's okay. Let's see what the next one is then. One of my favorite ones. We have the Shining Steelix from Pokemon. What is it? Neo Destiny? Discovery? One of them. I can't remember. It's been so long. I don't know what this is going to get as well. There's a little dust on there. I mean, I would say 7 again. If we get anything above a 7, I'm going to be very happy. Let's see what we get, collectors. We get a 9. Oh, I love that. We get a 9 out of 10. 2002 Neo Destiny Shining Steelix for my personal collection. I mean, this has exchanged many decks. I'm so happy that it came out so well. So Shining Steelix, a 9. That's awesome. I'm really excited to see that. That's a big surprise so far. Really love that. Let's see what the next one is. Maybe we can keep these high grades going. Oh, we have my Dragonite. That looks so nice there. We do have my Dragonite from, what is it, EX Reader there? Yeah, something like that. Just Pokemon EX. Looks really good. It's a nice hollow. It's not the reverse. Looks really good. Again, we're hoping for maybe a 7 or an 8. Anything less, I think I'd be sad on for this one. Let's see what we get. Okay, we get an 8. I'm happy with an 8 on that for sure. We'll take an 8 out of 10. Again, this one has definitely seen some playing time way back for me. So the fact that it still was able to get an 8, that's awesome. Looks really good, honestly. I really like the artwork. He looks super derpy, super dopey, so I like this Dragonite picture. Let's see what the next one is. We're not even halfway done with the first box. So, oh, right, my Legendary Collection Arcanine. I love this card. I love the Firework Hollow foil on it. Really cool. You guys know it's Legendary Collection because of the little badge, metal symbol right there. Who knows for these? Anything like a 6 or above would be very impressive. I used to have these in my hands a lot. So I'd be very curious. This isn't the only Legendary Collection card that I sent off in this grading, but this is just the first one that's showing up. So let's see what we get. Hoping for like a 6, 7 or better. We get a 7, which is exactly appropriate for it. So we'll take a 7. These are so hard to get a good grade because there's so much hollow foil that could get scratched on it. But I'm really happy to see a 7 out of 10. Definitely something to keep in my personal collection. I do like Arcanine, and I just love the Legendary Collection set because I really used to like the fireworks back in the day. So let's see what the next one is. There we go. Good luck to me. What do we got here? There's the reverse Dragonite from Pokemon EX. So we have an Arcanine, and now we have the Dragonite. This is the reverse hollow, so same card as this one. This one got an 8. I'm hoping that this one in reverse also gets an 8, but because again, there's so much holofoil, it may get a 7 if there's anything on it, and I wouldn't even be surprised if it gets a 6. So let's see what we get. We get an 8, so exactly the same. It's even harder to get an 8 in this one, so we'll take it. We'll take the 8 out of 10 for the reverse foil from Pokemon EX Expedition there. Love it. Trying to get something better than a 9. Hopefully we get it. It'd be really impressive if we did. Let's see what we got next. We have my reverse Magmy. Again, this is going to be from Pokemon Expedition 2002, so one of my very old cards. I did like Magmy back in the day, and I like this artwork. Let's see what we get out of this reverse foil here. We get an 8. I'm seeing some consistency here. We're getting an 8 on this one. I like it. I thought this one maybe had a chance to get 9, but even though it's an 8, I'm not disappointed by it. Could be something on the back as well. We'll take a look at the backs of them later. But I'm glad that we were able to get an 8 on this. Not the most expensive card, but still old. It's still a rare, so I'm excited to see that it came back a pretty decent grade, near mint to mint. Now we could say we're about at the halfway point. So let's see what we end up. My Holo Raichu from Expedition. A very cute card for sure. Let's see if we can focus in on it there. A little bit better. So we do have this Raichu Holo. Hopefully we can get, I'd like an 8 on this. I really would like an 8. This is a valuable card to me. It tends to be valuable also on the secondary market. So an 8 would be awesome. 7, I wouldn't be disappointed. Maybe a 6 I would though. If we get a 9 or a 10, I'd be ecstatic. Let's see what we get. We get an 8. We're following the 8 trail with all these old cards. They're all getting that near mint to mint status, which I'm perfectly fine with. So we'll take an 8 Raichu Holo there. I think that looks really good. Again, these have been in PSA's hands for about, I don't know, 2.5 years. Something that happened in the process, which is understandable, considering all the issues they've had. Hopefully, though, we can get a 10 today. And I do have some more older cards on this one, I should say, like that one. So let's see what we get here on this next one. We've got Arbok here from Expedition as well. I do like the artwork on this. I like the holofoil on this with Poison Spray, Poison Reaction. Again, if we can get an 8, I'm happy. Let's see what we get. We get an 8. Seeing a big trend here. So we got an 8 out of 10 for this Arbok Holo. Listen, we can hit 8 on these 2002 cards all day. I would be very happy. Let's continue on here. That one I just thought I had a chance to maybe get a 9. I kind of remember that one. I was like, maybe this one will squeeze in and get a 9. That's all right though. We'll take the 8. Next one we have, I'm excited to see what we have for this one. The reverse foil Mewtwo from Pokemon Expedition. We're hoping, I just got a little smudge off of there. I'm hoping we can get a 7. If we get anything higher than a 7, I'll be very happy. I love the artwork of this card. I think Mewtwo looks so epic in this. Hopefully we can get something awesome. 3, 2, 1. Oh, we got a 9! All right. We will take a 9 on one of my favorite cards that I submitted in this batch. Very hard to get a 9 in this. I'm happily surprised. I don't know where they would have docked it, to be honest. I thought there was a little bit of holo scratching on it, and that was me nitpicking. So the fact that they're giving me a 9, no complaints. I'm glad it passed as a 9 for them. We'll take it. So another 9. Still hoping we could get a 10 out of 10 here. That'd be really awesome. Get that high a grade. I'm very excited. Let's see what we have for the next card. Oh, we have cute Ampharos here from Expedition. We all love these, you know, e-reader sets here. I love this with like the pinkish red background. I like Ampharos as a Pokemon, so hopefully we get a good grade again. 8 would be awesome. 7 understandable. 9 or 10, I'd be very happy. We get an 8. Perfectly fine by me. We'll take an 8 out of 10 for Ampharos. I think this is a really cute design for it. I like Ampharos as a Pokemon. Glad to see that we were able to get an 8 on it. Should still be a couple more old ones in there. We'll see if it's in this box or the next one. We'll find out. Let's see what we got. Okay, so something a bit more recent, which is pretty cool, 2009. We have Yon Mega here from Rising Rivals. I liked Yon Mega back in the day. I wanted to send this off. I don't know what the grading's gonna be. This is more just a personal one I wanted to send. If you can get like a 5, 6, or 7, I'd be pretty content. I don't remember it being perfect, so anything more than like a 6 or a 7, I'd be happy to see. And what do we got? Kind of lifting the fingers slowly. 7. All right, we'll take the 7 there. I would have been a little sad if it was 5, but it would have been understandable, so I got a 7 on it. I think that's really awesome, and I like this artwork for Yon Mega as well with Bugsy right there. Pretty awesome stuff. Thank you, Yon Mega. There's a few more from that era. We'll have to see what we get. We now have another Mewtwo here from Delta Species 2005. Where it's classified also as a Fire and Steel type Mewtwo. Says it right there. It might just be a little hard to see the emblems. This is such a cool card. This brings me back. I used to love the Delta Species. A lot of people said it was weird or underrated back in the day. Not me. I thought these were really cool. I love how they just gave random types to all these, you know, fake Pokemon of ours. If we can get anything higher than a 7, I'll be ecstatic. I think I just threw this one in because I knew this was a rare card. People want this Mewtwo. If it's anything above a 7, I'll be happy. Let's see what we get. Slow finger raise. We get a 6. Oh, we tried. We got a 6 out of 10 on that one. That's perfectly fine. I really like this Mewtwo. It's very unique. We should be happy with a 6. Man, if they would have came back something even crazier, like an 8, 9, or 10, though, I'd have been very happy. Let's continue on here. It's funny, next we have a Japanese card after this one. Let's see what we get. Oh, finally have come to my holographic Umbreon. I'm tempted to leave this one for later, but we're gonna do it right now. We're almost done with the first box anyway. This is kind of a good way to see. Anything more than a 7, I'd be happy. I used to fumble around with this specific card so much. It brings back so many good memories. He's really one of the reasons why I love Gen 2 and continued my love for Pokemon. Let's see what we get out of our Neo Discovery Umbreon here. Hopefully you guys love the artwork as well. Let's see what we get. We get an 8. I'm happy with an 8, a little bit better than the 7. We will take an 8 out of 10 any day. Considering how much I did used to play around with it, we'll definitely take an 8 out of 10. I'm very happy for this card. I have a nice place I know where I'm going to set it up in the back there. I'm going to be very proud of that Umbreon. Let's keep moving on. This is, I think I only sent in maybe 1 or 2 Japanese cards in total. And I don't really own a lot. So the fact that I sent this in, you know, I felt that I had a good chance to get a high grade. Let's see which one it is. Yes, it's my Feraligatr from Expedition. Now, it is a first edition Japanese card. First edition Feraligatr. Hollow. Hopefully we get something really good. I would love a 7 or an 8. Japanese cards, you know, usually were printed at better quality. Centering, we don't have to worry about too much. Anything above a 7 or an 8, I'd be very happy about. I don't have a lot of emotional connection to this, but if it ends up being a really good grade, we'll find a great spot for it. All right, guys, let's see what we get. Ready? 3, 2, 1. We get a 9. All right, we'll take a 9 on the Japanese card, first edition. I know a lot of people love Feraligatr, so I'm really excited to get this 9 back in Feraligatr. Again, it is a first edition, mint. Very excited about that. Cool, so again, it was either 1 or 2 Japanese cards that I sent, so I'm glad to see that at least it came back a 9. Let's see what else we've got here. Erica's Vileplume. I love that. From what? Gym Heroes. Very nice for Pokemon Gym Heroes. Looks really nice there. Probably centering is what's going to knock this. I thought it looked very clean. What's going to knock it is centering. It's clearly more right to left. But I said I'm still sending it in. I really like just Vileplume in this card. Super simple. Hopefully we can get a generous 7 or an 8. Let's see what happens. Hey, we got an 8. I think it's a perfect card minus the centering. So it gave us an 8. I'm not complaining one bit about Erica's Vileplume. I'm shining it in the light. I don't see anything wrong with it. Edges were really good. So we'll take an 8. That's not very generous, but it's generous enough. We have 2 cards left, and then we're going on to the second box. We have, my base set 2 Scyther. Base set 2, but hollow here. I don't really actually remember sending this one off, but I do now remember. Hopefully we get back, I don't know, an 8. If we get an 8, I'll be happy. I do like Scyther. So let's see what we get. 3, 2, 1. Oh, we got a 5. Oh my god, it's so much less. I wonder where they knocked it as a 5. I'm not going to check the back right now. I wonder if maybe it was edging. I do see that it's off-centered slightly, but nothing that would knock it down to a 5. But there must be some scratches on there somewhere that I missed. But I do like it. We'll take the 5 Scyther there. And the last card in this box, I know it's not my big hit yet, or at least it shouldn't be. Let's see what it is here. No, good, it's in the next box. So we have my Meganium from Neo Genesis here. I liked Meganium and Typhlosion growing up, so hopefully this card gets a 7. I think that'd be really cool. I really did have this in a deck at one point, so it definitely probably has some wear and tear, but I do remember trying to treat it with respect as a kid. So we'll see what happens here. Hopefully we get a good grade. 3, 2, 1. We get an 8. I will take an 8 on a 2000 card, on a year 2000 card from Neo Genesis. I like that. I will definitely take the 8. So guys, hopefully you enjoyed the first box. Now we're going to move on to the second box here. The cat's behind me. Almost hit her with it. That's all right. Let's see what we get in this next box. There's some really big heavy hitters. A few more recent cards in this one, but I do have an awesome Charizard. I think 2 of them that I sent out, which means that they're in this box. So hopefully, we get an awesome hit or 2. There we go. Oh. All right, let's see what we get. It's a nice full box here. If we can get a 10 out of anything in here, I'll be ecstatic. The 9s have been great, though, considering how old the cards are and how much time they've been away from me and how much they were in my hands when I had them when I was younger. 9s I'm perfectly okay with. Starting off here, let's grab the first one if I can. There we go. Oh, maybe not. I'm getting all of them here. There we go. All right, let's see what we get here. Starting us off. Hopefully, it's not, if it is my Charizard, the one that I sent off, I probably will leave it for last. I'll put it right here. But let's see how we're going to start off the second box here, guys. Wish me luck. We are starting off with Chandler. So this is from 2019. It's from Unified Minds. It's one of my favorite, more recent-ish sets. And I kind of just threw this in there because I thought it had good centering. Let's see if that was true. We'll take a 9 or a 10 on this. I really don't think we'll get an 8, but if we get an 8, we get an 8. So let's see what happens here. We get a 9. Perfectly fine. I would have loved to have seen a 10 on this, but we'll definitely take the 9. Again, maybe a little right to left on centering, but from that 40-60, you know, average that PSA looks for, I figured maybe it hit it. But that's all right. So we'll start the second stack here. We'll put Chandler there. Full art Chandler trainer card. Let's see what we get on this one. All right, still another Unified Minds trainer. We get Grimsley. I think he looks pretty epic, kind of scary in this picture. In a dark type trainer, full art trainer Grimsley. Again, if we can get a 9, I'd be happy. An 8 would be okay. A 10 would be awesome. Let's see what we get. We get our first 10 finally. All right. I can finally say we got a 10. Hopefully we get maybe 1 or 2 more. Maybe they're all going to be 10s, fingers crossed. But we finally get our first 10. That's exciting. We got Grimsley here. I think that looks so nice. Glad to know that we were able to at least get 1 10. And I'm glad it was in the second box. It may have raised my expectations then. Let's see what we get. It's probably more recent one still. Yes. So from Crypt Invasion, we have Gladian. I really like the look of this. This card's from 2017. Hopefully we get, I would like to say a 9. I think a 9's probably reasonable. Centering, I don't know, maybe in that 60-40 range. Let's see what we get. We get a 9. Perfectly fine by me. I really love the artwork. I really like the blue and the red, how angry and angsty this character looks. So I'm glad we got a 9 on it. Let's keep going here. We got a Jumpla from Neo Genesis, so we're still kind of throwing it back a little bit. So we have Jumpla from Neo Genesis, definitely not the rarest card or maybe the most sought after Pokemon, but I really like Jumpla and I really like the simplistic artwork from Neo Genesis. Let's see what we get on this holo. It's not first edition or anything. Let's see what we get. We get a 5. Oh my goodness. So somewhere, somehow, this ended up getting a 5 on it. I wonder if it's I can kind of see like maybe a piece of glitter on there, so maybe something just got in, but I can see something pretty clearly right in the center. It might just be hard for you guys to see, but I do see something there. Maybe it's just some hollow foil that got printed onto there. I'm not really sure, but it got a 5. Sad, but understandable. Let's see what else we get here. Oh, I didn't cover the number, so I guess we're just gonna look at this one. A Dark Dawn fan from Neo Destiny, and we got an 8 on it, so I'm happy to get a card from 2002, and it's an 8. I like this card. I always thought Dawnvan was a cool Pokemon, so Dark Dawn fan, I like it. Definitely not the most highly sought after Pokemon again, but I like it. Let's see what we got here. Porygon 2 from, what is it? Neo Revelations. Neo Revelations. Certainly an old card. 2001. So you're talking, what, 21 years ago? My goodness. Let's see what we get here. I like the holo on it. I would love to see a 6, 7, or 8. 6, I might be a little sad. 5, I'd be sad. But maybe a 7 or 8, I'd be content with. Let's see what we get. Oh, we get an 8. All right, we'll take the high-end 8 on that. Near mint to mint. I do love this Porygon 2 artwork. I think it's really unique. I wish they would kind of do some artwork like this. I love the detail on it. All right, let's keep going here. We haven't gotten my big hit Charizard. I know I put 2 of them in this, but let's see what we get. There's my other Jumpluff from what? Neo Revelation. Very nice. Hopefully this Jumpluff, it has like a snowman in the back that kind of looks like it if you look at the eyes. Hopefully we can get... Again, maybe hopefully this one's better than a 5. Let's say an 8. I think that'd be cool, but a 7 I would understand. Let's see what we get. An 8. Perfect. We'll take the near mint to mint Jumpluff there. We'll take an 8. I do like the artwork on this one as well. They're just very happy to have made a snowman that kind of looks like itself, so kind of cool. Let's see what else we got here. We have a base set 2 Venusaur, one of the OGs. Let's see what we can get. Anything more than a 6, I would be happy. I'm sending this in because of centering, and hopefully it comes back anything above a 6. If it doesn't come back a 6, oh well. Anything more, I'd be happily surprised. Let's see what happens. 3, 2, 1. We get an 8. All right, I'm happily pleased with that. From the year 2000, we get another 8 near mint from base set 2. I'm happy with this one. I'm glad to see that Venusaur was able to get an 8. Still hoping to see one more 10 today. Well, hopefully. Let's see what happens. We've waited so long for these cards. I'd love to get more than just one 10. But let's see what happens. Oh, this is the big one. I might have to leave this one for last. This is our Legendary Collection Charizard. I don't even want to talk about it. We're just going to set it right there. Shrouded down there. A little blurred one. We're not even going to focus on it. We're going to do that one last. That'll be our final hoorah. Let's see what we get then. Moving on. We have our Blaine's Arcanine. Another Arcanine card. A good holo here from Gym Challenge. So, let's see what we get here. I really like the artwork on this card as well. It's number, what is it? 1 out of 132. Pretty cool. Let's see what we get. It's from the year 2000. 3, 2, 1. Get a 7. That's perfectly fine. We will take the 7 out of 10 for it. I thought it looked pretty good. I think there's... Oh, no, okay. There's a piece of dust on there. I wasn't sure if it got encased in it or not. But I think it looks good. I thought the centering was pretty good on it. Probably a little edging for this one, if I remember, is probably what was going to do it in, which is understandable. So we'll take the 7 on that. What else do we have? Sabrina's Alakazam. Let me move it down. There we go. Sabrina's Alakazam. I really like this card as well. Hopefully we get something good. Again, from the year 2000, I'd love a 7. 7 or an 8, I'd be very happy with. I'd be content. A 9 or 10, I'd be ecstatic. Let's see. We get a 9! All right. Alakazam. Sabrina's Alakazam. We're able to get a 9 on it. I'm very happy about that. Definitely a highly sought after card. Really cool. Glad to see we're able to squeeze out a 9 on this. I think that's awesome. That's a really good surprise. Let's keep up that good train here. Let's keep up the 9s, the 8s, the 10s perhaps. Let's see what we get on this one. Okay, seeing a trend here. Lieutenant Surge's Raichu. Hopefully we get something. Number 11 out of 132. Out of what? Gym Challenge there. Again, an 8, I'd be happy. 9 or a 10, I'd be ecstatic. Let's see what we get for our boy Raichu here. We get an 8. All right, we'll take an 8. I don't know where they would have died because I really remember the centering on this being good, so maybe they found some nicks in there somewhere, some edging or some corners or whatever, but we will definitely take the 8 out of 10 for sure. Definitely a nice, awesome piece for my collection here. Let's keep going. We have one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. From 2005, Pokemon EX Deoxys is Crobat EX. I actually don't think this will get more than a 5. I played with this a lot when I was younger, but I love Crobat, and I liked this card where they try to make it look like he's flapping his wings. I really enjoyed it. Anything more than like a 5 or a 6, I'd be happy. Let's see what we get. We get an 8. Okay. Considering how much I abuse this particular card, I am very happy to see that back in 8. An awesome addition to my personal collection. And anything from EX Deoxys these days, not only is it rare, it is valuable as well. So really cool to add Crobat in. Let's see what else we got. Definitely past the halfway point. So let's see what we get here. Here's my Kabutops from Neo Discovery. Very cool. So just a holo from 2001. I did like the artwork for this Kabutops. Makes him look really epic and almost frightening to an extent. So let's see what we get. Oh god, I have no idea. I'd be happy with a 7 or an 8, but let's see what we get. We get a 7. All right, we'll take it. I don't remember this card being absolutely perfect, so a 7 is fine by me. Just wanted to set it in for the personal collection. Let's see what else we get, guys. Moving along here, we're almost done. Maybe only 8 cards left, including the Charizard from Legendary Collection on the table. Let's see what we get here. Another Legendary Collection edition here. We have Kadabra. I sent this in basically just because it's Legendary Collection. We will have to see what we get here. I'm hoping for, again, it's a lot of holo foil. I'll take like a 6 or a 7 on it, honestly. If we get anything more than that, I'll be happy. I would rather this be a 6 and my Charizard be a 9 or a 10, if that's what it's going to be. So let's see what we get here. Hopefully we get, let's get a 7, that'd be nice. We get an 8. All right, pleasant surprise there. We'll take the 8. I hope that doesn't jinx me later, but we do get an 8 on this, so I'm very happy. Nothing wrong with that. I don't know where they docked it, but it is what it is. We'll take the 8. I'm happy. Moving on here. We are getting into another It might be 3 Charizards I submitted then. This is how you know it's been so long. We do have it from 2004 from Fire Red and Leaf Green. If you guys remember that set, and if you remember the video games like I do for the Game Boy Advance, the SP, I mean, it was great games. And I really like this set. I had a Charizard EX. I kind of kept it in a binder. So actually, I kind of want this to get a 7, 8, or above. I actually have some high expectations for this one. Hopefully, we get something good. There we go. We've got a 5. Oh my god, it's so much less than I thought. There must be some edging or something on it. We'll take the 5 if that's what it is. I would actually be inclined to resubmit this. I wonder where there's some edging or cornering or hollow scratching or whatever. But hey, we'll take the 5. We'll run with it. Let's see what else we get here. I do think there is one more Charizard besides the one on my desk here. See if we get to it. Not yet. We do have the Team Rocket Return set. This is the Zapdos EX. Rockets Zapdos EX, 106 out of 109 from 2004, so another old one. I really enjoyed this set as a kid because I really enjoyed the Team Rocket set that got released in, what, 1999 or 2000 or whatever. So I really like when they did Team Rocket Returns. I'd love to get like a 7 on this, just to be completely honest. I did have this in a deck as well. And I don't think this was perfectly centered, so I'd be happy with a 7. Let's see what we get. We get a 9. Okay. Pleasant surprise there. We'll take a 9 out of Team Rocket's Returns. Oh, there goes the cat. I may have gotten or submitted a Mewtwo from this set as well. I can't remember. But we'll definitely take a 9 out of 10 on this one. A pleasant surprise from Zapdos EX. Let's see what we got on this one. Oh, Entei. It wasn't Mewtwo, it was Entei. Actually, it could still be Mewtwo. But an Entei EX. I love the look of this card. I really liked Entei because of the movie. And I think he just looks so epic in this card. So another card from 2004. What is it? 97 out of 109. Really awesome EX card here. I'm hoping we get... I'd like to see an 8. I don't think we'll get it. I'd be happy with a 7, but if we get an 8, 9, or 10, I'd be happy. Let's see what we get. We get an 8. We'll take it. We'll take an 8 out of 10. Glad to see Entei was able to get an 8. It would have been really cool to get Entei in the 9 and Zapdos in the 8. I think I would have liked that more, but that's okay. Let's see what else we get here. Flipping it over slowly. Another Scyther, but this one's from Jungle. I kind of do remember there being 2 Scythers I submitted. So this is from 1999, so a very old card. Was in my binder. Hopefully we get like a 6 on it. I would love to know this one's more than a 5. I would hope this one's better than the other one we did earlier. Fingers crossed on it. Hopefully, let's see what we get here. We get a 9. Whoa, that is much better than I thought we were gonna get. We get a 9 out of 10 on the Scyther. I'm happy to see that. Very old card. I will take a 9 out of 10 any day on it. Few more cards left in the box. A total of 3. 2 left now. Let's see what the 4th to last in total is, because we're going to do that Charizard. I'd be so sad if it's anything less than like a 6 or a 7. But we'll talk about that then. We're going to talk about this Nidoking, a base set Nidoking from 1999, number 11 out of 102. I'd be happy with a 6 or a 7. I don't really remember a bunch about this card, if you want my honesty. I just thought that it was centered well, and I thought that there wasn't really any obvious scratching. Maybe they found some that I see. But I do try to do a good job looking over them. Let's see what we get with this 1999 Nidoking from base set. We get an 8. All right, pleasant surprise. I'll take an 8 on that. Listen, for how old it is, and for me not really even remembering going over it too well, we will certainly take an 8. I like it. I do remember I had it in a deck at one point, so the fact that it still came back in 8 is awesome. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, this is a one of the better ones to end with, for sure. Shining Mewtwo. The Shining Steelix before was such a nice surprise with the 9. If we get Shining Mewtwo in an 8 or above, I'll be so happy. I really like this card. I have a lot of emotional attachment to this particular card. I was ecstatic. I remember the day that I pulled it and I opened it just from a regular pack. I could not contain my excitement. The fact that I was able to finally get it graded, I really don't care what it comes back as. I'm just happy I was able to get it graded. 7, I'd be happy. 6, I'd be happy. 5, I'd be happy. 4, a 1, I'd be happy. Let's see what we get. We get an 8. I am happy with an 8 on this for sure. I would have really loved to get a 9, but I'm not. Hey, beggars can't be choosers. We will take the 8 on this Shining Mewtwo. I want to say that I think the centering isn't perfect. It's a bit more right to left, and maybe they found something else wrong with it, but we will definitely take an 8 out of 10. Neo Destiny. I'm happy. Last card in the box. Last card in the box. I'll get rid of that. And then we'll do our grand finale, which is my Legendary Collection Reverse Holo Charizard here. This may be a Charizard as well. I think it's Blaine's Charizard, if I remember correctly. So we might have 2 Charizards to end it with. So, wish me luck. No, okay. Not Blaine Charizard. I must have did it on a different submission. We have an Articuno from Skyridge. So kind of how the cards that we started off with. 2003 Pokemon Skyridge. We have an Articuno. I don't even remember why I sent this. I think I just liked the look of this card, and I thought that it was in good condition. I looked it over. I thought it was good. Not great. Good. Anything above a 7, I'd be happy. Let's see what we get here, and then we're on to our last card. Thank you guys so much for watching. We've got something better than a 7. An 8. We will take that for sure. We'll take an 8 out of 10 on that. Looks really awesome. Very happy to know this Articuno came back as an 8. Certainly a rare card for sure. All right, guys. Let's do this. The moment we've been waiting for, the grand finale, the one that I have been waiting for. When I think of this submission, this particular card is exactly the one that I think of. This Legendary Collection Charizard from my personal collection that I've had for years. If it comes back a 2, a 3, or 4, I think I'd be disappointed, but I would totally understand, because this was definitely the card when I pulled it. I may have gripped it just a little too hard on the edge. I think I was just so excited. Let's see what we get. We're going to flip it over. We'll admire it for just a moment. With the Fireworks Holo, we've got this Legendary Collection Charizard. I think it looks so good. I don't know what we're gonna get on this. 2002, not the oldest card that I got graded, but certainly it's back there in age. Anything a 5 or above, I'd be happy. I would be ecstatic for an 8, a 9, or a 10. I'd be so excited. Let's see what we get. Final countdown. Thanks so much, guys. Make sure you leave a comment on your favorite card that you saw today. All right, let's do this. 3, 2, 1. A 7. Hey, we'll take a 7. I like that, guys. We got a 7 on this card. I'm so excited. We'll take the Charizard 7. This is a very tough card to get a 10 in. I know there's not that many out in the world. A good amount of 6s, 7s, and 8s. So that means there's another one now that's been submitted. Glad to see this got a 7. Not sure where they docked it. Doesn't matter. I'm ecstatic that we were able to go ahead and get a 7 on this. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Obviously guys, subscribe to the channel so you guys can see more openings. We do more than just Pokemon. We do MetaZoo, we do football cards, we're gonna do basketball cards. So make sure you stay tuned and like this video. Stay collecting guys, and we'll see you next time.